What up, y'all? Documentary Part 4 drops tonight. Premieres tonight. Documentary Part 4. Special announcement. Documentary Part 4 premieres tonight. Tell all your friends. Tickets are now available. You can buy your tickets at the Cash App, PayPal. It's optional to buy them. The tickets are free, but it's optional to pay. Donate, support this documentary filming fund. For this documentary, to keep this documentary rolling. So we got Part 4 dropping tonight. It's just videos I recorded today. So it starts this morning and then ends this afternoon, and then there's this video right now, and I might put part of this video on the next documentary depending on what happens when I'm looking out my window right now. If the siren goes off or something like that, I'll probably put it on this documentary Part 5. But so far I haven't recorded anything for documentary Part 5. So right now I'm just looking out my window at a bunch of synced up cars driving by. But tickets are now available. Go get your tickets for documentary Part 4. Premiering on YouTube tonight. So come on in to the premiere, come in the chat, in the live chat, and hang out. You can hang out, watch it, pop a bag of popcorn, watch this documentary Part 4. It's like two really long videos, like two 50-minute videos. It's like mostly what the documentary Part 4 is. Spoiler alert. Because I just recorded some really long videos. I didn't really plan on recording for a long time, but I just ended up going down the sinkhole again, and I just recorded two 50-minute videos. And then I recorded some other videos that are on there. I think like 2 other videos or some shit. And then a few of them inside my apartment, just like short videos. So that's documentary Part 4, spoiler alert. Come hang out in the premiere tonight for documentary Part 4. Come in the live chat, say what's up, or whatever. I hear engine sounds outside, and I see blue and red cars outside. See, and this white SUV came up and parked in the parking lot, and then they're gonna get out with a red shirt or something. Oh, he's getting out of it. He doesn't have a red shirt. Is he synced though? I think he parked it synced. There's a bunch of cars driving out synced, and I think the guy walking out of the white SUV is in fact synced, and he is walking up to the door synced, and he looked like he was synced a bunch of times as he walked across the parking lot and walked up to the door synced of the building and went in it synced. Looked like he was a sync, and there's a bunch of sync cars, and they're synced, and there are a bunch of syncs. And there's birds chirping, flying up, synced. And I saw a bunch of bugs today synced. Like when I was outside walking around, I saw a bunch of bugs today synced, and I saw a bunch of cotton balls flying through the air synced. And I see a fire truck right now synced driving by, and he's synced with a white SUV, and he's synced with somebody walking behind him too. The fire truck without the siren on, and he was synced. And they're always synced. Oh, I see him again, and he's gonna sync again, and he's synced. The fire trucks and the ambulances are always synced, even if they don't have their siren on. If I see them, they're synced. If I hear them, they're synced. If I hear them and I don't see them, but I hear them, they're synced. If I see them, but I don't hear them, they're synced. If they're just getting in the truck or out of it, they're synced. See, if I walk by the fire station, sometimes they're just like sitting out in front of it and they'll be like laughing synced. We've done that a few times. The thing on the fire, spoiler alert for Stockumentary Part 4, but the thing on the fire station went ding! Sync today when I was recording, so that's spoiler alert exclusive. Spoiler alert for Stockumentary Part 4. When I walked by the fire station, when I walked up to the intersection, it went ding! It's like this high-pitched frequency thing that comes out of the fire station. I don't know what it signals or whatever, but it was just be like ding! It's like this high-pitched sound, and it's like short like that. And it just goes off one time like that. And it'll always be synced when I hear it. And I heard it the other day too, but it was like when I was up the street, it's like really far away from me. But that time, the day, was when I was walking like by the intersection over by the fire station. And then one other time it happened that I didn't record, but it happened. It was like, it was right when I walked by the fire station, like right at the corner of it. And I think the thing is like right there too, like at the corner of that building, because it sounded like it was right next to me. It was like ding! It was really loud as fuck, and it did it right next to me like that. And then it did it again when I walked up the street, and I like walked through the alley, like way up the street, like however many blocks up the street, like really far away from the fire station. I hear it again when I walk through the alley, and it's like ding! Every time I hear it sing, and it's pretty rare to hear it, but every time I hear it sing though. And like it's rare to hear it, like I said, and then like I heard it twice, like recently. Like I heard it yesterday or something, and then I heard it today. And then I might start hearing it more now. I don't know. But whenever I hear it again though, whether it's a month or two from now, or whether it's tomorrow, it's gonna be synced. It's gonna be like ding! Whatever it is. And then the dispatch thing on the fire station is always synced. Whenever I hear it, it's like doo-doo. Whenever I hear that, it's synced. I see a million syncmobiles the entire time I'm talking outside my window, as usual. So I don't know. Oh, there was a plane that flew over me. I recorded this, like the last video on this documentary part 4 that I recorded outside. After that, or after the last live stream, I guess. A plane flew over me at a crosswalk, and they were driving all these loud cars by me, and like I was listening to music, and they were driving loud cars by me to like drown out the music, and they'll drive by like right when the first verse starts and shit, and they'll sync with the music with a loud car and shit, and multiple of them. But these loud cars were driving by me at the crosswalk as a plane flew over me at the same time. I didn't record it, but that happened. So, I don't know. That door slamming outside is probably synchronizing. There's a cop driving out. Is he gonna sync? And did he drive out sync? I think he drove out synced. But I don't know if he synced at the other side. Pretty sure he drove out synced though. Is there any pigs that don't drive out synced? At least 99% of them drive out synced. Is there like one cop that doesn't drive out synced and he's one of them maybe? I don't know. I saw a FedEx and it looked synced with this white truck pulling up and parking, and then there's people that walked out at the same time synced with it, I think. And they're walking and they're gonna be walking up sync. And there's a white SUV and it's syncing with another white SUV in the parking lot. And there's red cars that are synced with each other. A bunch of them in a burst of red cars. And it's synced and they're walking up sync. Hi. And they're walking by me and the white truck is taking off again as they walk by me, and so is the white SUV in the parking lot at the same time behind the white truck at the same time as it. Right as they walk by me, the people that were walking out sync, they were walking up sync. This is an exclusive documentary bonus content DVD, bonus DVD special feature content I'm gonna put in the comments of one of the documentaries. Go look at all the comments of all the documentaries. I'm gonna put bonus DVD special features in them. And then go look at the live chat for the special cinematographer's commentary, this documentary series. Yo, if I make actual DVDs, would y'all buy this documentary series on DVD? Who would buy it? Send some of my Cash App, and I'll send you. I'll send you this documentary DVD. I see motorcycles and cars synced outside. A lot of cars are synced outside constantly. constantly, man. Just constantly, the entire time looking out my window. Just coincidentally, constantly, the entire time looking out my window. Because they say it's coincidentally, and I'm a schizo. So it's just coincidentally, constantly, the entire time I'm looking out my window. It looks synchronized as fuck. All of the cars on the street look synced as fuck. All of the cars and the people walking and the people on bikes and motorcycles and scooters and skateboards look synced as fuck. This bug flew in my window and I think I heard someone coughing synced or some shit in my apartment building. There's been people out in the hallway syncing. This engine sound outside sounds like he's syncing. And there's a white van taking off at the same time out of the parking lot. And it's synced. As fuck. Synced as fuck. Hashtag synced as fuck. And then at work today, my coworkers were like, meow, meow, meow. Like when I come in, there's somebody walking by me doing that, like right after I walk in the door or whatever. And then like, they were doing that yesterday too at work, or the other day. And, like, there'll just be customers coming in like one after the other, and they'll be coming in synced. They'll be like trying to like overwhelm me with synced customers coming in and sync sounds, sync beeping sounds and shit. It's a lot of loud beeping sounds at where I work, and they go off synced. You know, like, so a lot of sync things happening the entire time I'm working, and customers coming in synced one after the other, and then they sync. And everybody syncs. Everybody syncs. I don't know who doesn't sync. Does anybody not sync? I don't sync. I think I heard somebody walking by in the hallway synced. Probably because every time I hear somebody walking by in the hallway, they're synced. So I don't know. It was probably synced. What did it sync with? I don't know. Probably synced though again. It usually is. At least 99% of the time. There's a guy walking to a car. I don't know if he's synced yet. I think he probably is. There's a bunch of cars on the street that are, though, for sure. There's another guy walking that looks synced with the other guy walking. And then the first guy that was walking got in a car, and I don't know. Is he about to sync with it? Did he close his door synced with something? I don't know what it synced with if he did. There's another car with a white car right behind it. And then when when the first car gets to the edge of the parking lot, the second guy that walked out is getting in his car at that exact moment. And then he's taking off, and it looks synced, and it looks synced with other cars on the street, and there's a bunch of other cars on the street that look synced, and it looks synced, and it looks synced, and he's driving out of the parking lot, and it looks synced with the car on the street when he does. And then there's a white SUV, and it's gonna look synced. And it's driving by me. And I think he's looking up at me, and he looks synced with a white truck driving through the intersection, and the white truck is gonna sync again, right? And then, I don't know, did he sync again? Did a kid ride by on a scooter really fast and I didn't see it or something? I don't know, I'll never know. The engine's having to sync, and the first guy that walked out is still sitting in his car and hasn't taken off yet. So I don't know what he's doing. Is he looking for music to play before he takes off or something? He's like scrolling through Spotify, and he's like skipping songs. He's like, no, I don't want to listen to that. There's red cars sinking, and there's birds sinking, and then there's a silver car driving out, and I feel like he's about to sink. He looks like he's synced with a burst of cars driving out synced. And it just looks synced. It all looks synced, and then it looks synced again, and then it all looks synced again, and then it never doesn't look synced. It just always looks synced. It just always looks 98, 99% synced. And it still does constantly right now, the entire time I'm talking. Like, it's constant. It's just constant, bro. It's just constant. It's just constant. It's just constant. It's just constant sync. It's just constant. It's just Constantine sync. Constantine Lee. It's Constantine Lee and the Sync Gang. A door slammed in the hallway. It was a sync head. So I just wanted to go live, see if they'd set off a siren or a train horn or something and catch it on camera, but it's quiet right now. I'm sure some of the engine sounds were obviously synced, weren't they? I think some of them were kind of loud, weren't they? I don't remember. But I see children walking out, and I think they're walking out synced. And yeah, and it looks like they synced when they walked in front of the intersection, and the children looks like they synced.